yeah, the sorry for the lack of stream on Tuesday, but I was caught very randomly by I don't know what it was, some kind of fever bug thing that came out of the blue and completely floored me for the whole week. But now I think I'm pretty much over it, barring a few little things. I think I'm well enough to stream again anyway, which is the important thing from our perspective here. Yeah, it's been a fun week. Would not recommend getting this bug, whatever it is. But today, gonna change gears, and we're gonna go back to the old staple of the story game, which I know and love. Surviving Mars wasn't really working for me. I was starting to get a bit bored of it, to be honest, even the last stream on Saturday. And it turns out that one of the main reasons I got the game, which was mysteries, you can't even trigger them, it seems, until you've got like over 100 colonists, and I was nowhere near that. And it just didn't hold my interest enough to want to try. I mean, those are building, even things like Stellaris and City Skylines and Surviving Mars, those building games aren't really my thing. I tend to get a bit kind of overwhelmed by them. And it just, Surviving Mars in particular was a bit flawed, I think. It just didn't have enough there to be interesting. You could pretty much just run the thing on autopilot and not really interact with it a lot. It just wasn't really motivating me to to just keep going and adding more colonists and having to build more domes or buildings or whatever to accommodate them in order to get to the mysteries, which, I mean, I don't even know what we would have done with the mysteries anyway. I mean, there's not that much in the way of interaction with them, with things in the game. So yeah, basically I've abandoned that. So what you're seeing is what you're going to get with that. So now we've still got the next big thing coming up is BattleTech, which is on the 20 something, 4th, 8th, something like that, 20 something of April, which I am rather surprisingly for me, I think, because I don't usually look forward to games that much, but BattleTech I am really looking forward to, because I used to play it when I was a kid, like the board game. I think I played Mech Warrior on the computer when it came out. God knows when that was, in the 90s or something. So I've long had a soft spot for BattleTech, and what I've seen of this game is it just looks bloody amazing. It looks very much like the board game put on the computer, but with fancy graphics and terrain and all that sort of stuff. So it looks really cool. And it's got a lot of the mechs that I want to play as well. Not all of them, unfortunately, because of all the silly legal issue things going on with the whole who owns what mech or whatever. But that looks really good. I'm really looking forward to that. So we're definitely going to be doing that. But in the meantime, we've got I think a couple of weeks in which I can basically just put some story games in. And that brings us to this, which is Ether 1, which is a game I think that came out in 2015. It's certainly been rumbling around my recommended list on Steam for a long time. I think it bubbled up to the surface lately, because obviously I've been playing more story games lately. But it's one I remember seeing when it first came out and going, oh, that looks interesting, and then I kind of forgot about it. But um, now it's back. There's a Redux version apparently, which I'm going to be playing today. Hopefully, it's going to be all okay. But I think they sort of upgraded the game engine basically. It's all fancied up the graphics and so on. So hopefully, it's going to be fine on my system. The only reason I'm worried is I was seeing a few comments about bugs and crashes and things, but I think that was from whenever they updated it rather than now. I think they updated it last year or something. But it looks interesting. It should last us a couple of sessions, so I should be able to do about half of it today and half of it on Tuesday. As to what to do after that, I don't know, but we will see how it goes. So, I think everything is all good. So, get it started here, and we can dive in. I may have to adjust the camera location and so on. We'll just see how it goes. It's also, I think it's going to be full screen, so I might be having to adjust a few things. But we will see how this works. It's just assuming I can get in and out of it, and oh my god. So one interesting thing is that it seems to have decided that it's going to ask me things in another language. Crap. Well, that didn't happen last time when I fired it up. I'm going to assume that's continue. That's new game. One of these is options. How about you? Are you options? Okay. Graphics, maybe. Audio. No. Game. That's game. I'm assuming this is Polish or something. Yeah, why the hell have you given me Polish? Like, it was on English last time. Let's try this. Yay! Okay, that's awesome. Wow, that was fantastic. Good thing I remembered what the layout was. Also, good thing Polish kind of vaguely looks a little like English sometimes. I guess I could figure that out. Anyway, here we are. Anything else I need to deal with here? I may be changing the head bob depending on how nauseating that is. Blah blah blah. I don't need a vibration function. Audio, I think, is probably going to be okay. Again, I might be adjusting that. Video should be fine. I feel I could probably bump that up. Really? Can I? You good? Sorry, just sort of faffing around with the controls here. Blah blah blah, we should all be good. So I don't know an awful lot about this except that it's apparently a sort of voyage through the mind of someone who is suffering from dementia or something, and they're kind of trying to reconstruct their memories. But I think it's your fairly normal WASD left mouse button. I'm sure I'll explain it all. Okay. Text input key layout English, yes. Alright, I think we're good. Hopefully the sound is okay. I have got the muffler thing on so that when I talk it sort of quietens down the background noise. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or not here. Tum tum. we'll see. If there's a lot of interesting background noises I'm drowning out somehow, then we'll adjust that later on. But anyway, let us give it a go. So Ether 1. Start a new game. Slot 1. Oh, it's funny to start off in Polish though, isn't it?
Hey, it's me. Listen, I'm sorry for the things I said earlier on. It's just, God, I really don't think you should go to that place. I don't think they care. Not like they should. And before you think it, I know how it feels to want to feel safe, to want more. You know I do it, but Jesus, do you know how they view you? Just another patient to squeeze money out of. Please, don't go tonight. I'm freaking scared. For you and for me.
So, one thing I need to do, because they're really annoying, sorry, is I'm going to have to get rid of the subtitles because they really were out of sync with the audio. And that was really distracting. So, anyway, here we go. Resuming. Right. So, you will never forget. We can help them remember. Pick up a restoration information leaflet today. Ether, Institute of Telepathic Medicine. We teach, they restore, you remember. Okay. Keeping your fondest memories alive. Discuss the benefits of your local ether representative. Okay. Well, this looks fancy. Hold to identify objects of interest. Ethereal rock.
In the mid-19th century, advances in genetic and psychological sciences led to a series of astounding breakthroughs regarding the human genome. At the forefront of these experiments, the Ishin Initiative discovered and developed new ways of mapping the human mind, expanding the knowledge of our species. 1942. Whilst the world was at odds with itself, the Ishin Initiative discovered Patient Zero.
I'll administer the first injection. And now, this might cause some slight discomfort.
And shortly after, the Ether Institute was born. With it, a completely new way to navigate the human brain. Projection. Allowing scientists to access areas of the conscious mind previously undiscovered by medicine, placing our scientific studies at the apex of modern technology. In the mid-19th century, advances in genetic and psychological sciences led to a series of astounding breakthroughs regarding...
Right, so there was a background there. So we've got basically a sort of alternate world where telepathy and psychic powers and projections and stuff is a thing. Where's everyone? No?
Is that? It is? Oh, this is excellent. We're so glad to have you back. My name is Dr. Edmonds, but you can call me Phyllis if you like. Right. There should be a register on the reception desk. So once you've signed in, grab the key card from the top drawer and head on down. You will need it to gain access to the lower floors.
Okay. Make up a name, have I? Well, um, usually would have a standard name. Usually, because of my evil Dr. Ganymedeness, which shortens to EDG, I end up calling myself Edgar. And oh, I don't know. Yeah, just something random. I'll be incognito, and instead of being a Ganymede, I'll be a Callisto. Edgar Callisto. There we go. Sure, it's like the 7th, isn't it? And it's, I don't know, about 10:30. I don't know whether this is important, but there we go. Okay, hopefully everything is audible. There's blah blah blah. Keycard.
Restoration procedure for patient
JN2057
will commence shortly. Staff are advised to prepare chambers for initial projection.
So, did they say...
It seems we best get a move on. There's plenty to do, and for you, plenty to see and discover. I'm going to be guiding you through the process of restoration this evening, and hopefully ensuring that nothing terrible happens to you or our client.
Well, that sounds
I'm in
reassuring.
restoration chamber number 3. Now, if you don't mind, would you be a dear and head on down?
Sure. Where is restoration room number 3?
The Restorer. The next step in human evolution.
Items can be placed here. Okay. So what is all this? Was there a thing? Sorry, like if I got a key card, what do I do with it? Examine item, I suppose. Key card, okay. What about down here? Anyone there? Sounded a bit unnerving. Okay, can I only carry one thing at a time? Industrial mining air compressors? The hell are we doing with that? Huh. Okay. Cups. Very... That's a very unnerving noise, that. Was that the window cladding up there? Interesting. Restorers can be... Okay. No idea what I'm doing here. But let's go back up to room 3. Terminal, Ether Solution 3.5. Ether Solution 3.5 suspended due to insufficient data regarding health and safety. Ratio of positive and negative effects upon consumption is currently 1.1 to 2. It's worth noting that the current positive effects have shown the intended outcomes of this experiment clearly. Positive effects include a stronger, more defined focus in patients as well as stronger cognitive skills. Negative effects, however, have shown serious problems to the consumer, in some cases for causing further short-term memory loss. Okay. So... Gizmo. Best prank yet. Hey James, I've totally set up the greatest prank to get McCarthy back this weekend, especially after what he did to my sandwich last week. I found out that he always works late on a Saturday evenings, usually on his own on maintenance within Restoration Chamber number 3. You're not going to believe what I've cooked up. I replaced the fuse in the Rembrandt power box with the wrong type. When McCarthy comes to do the power check on the chair, it's going to make a huge bang. He's going to be scared to death. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Especially if we're about to be using it. I mean, that's in 3, right? Restoration chambers 1 to 2. Well, this doesn't look like a restoration chamber. Looks like box. Huh. Odd. That's something else. That's 3. This place is very ominous. I'm gonna have a look in here. Hang on. More cognitive psychologies. Computer room of beepy flashy lights. Projection malfunction. Due to a bad projection, R157 has suffered severe hemorrhaging in the brain.
You know, we do tell them not to leave the pre-designated path, to stick to the memory routes laid out for them. But do they listen? Of course they bloody well don't. And unfortunately, recovery isn't always an option once you experience the deep recesses of another consciousness.
So, yeah, bad projection, R157 has suffered severe hemorrhaging in the brain. This has resulted in a minor stroke impacting on patients' motor abilities. The investigation is still underway, although evidence points to a fault within the cerebral component of the restoration chair. Patient R157 is currently in the recovery chamber and, depending upon treatment, may have sustained damage to memory functions. So this, whatever we're going to do here, is risky. And probably doesn't help when people do practical jokes on involving fuse boxes, perhaps. But let's go check out 3 here. So.
Beautiful, isn't it? A miracle of the 20th century. A window into the minds of others and a tool to cure disease and illness. But it would be nothing without the likes of you. Right. Would you be a dear and help me with the setup? I need the electrical input for the Rembrandt installation rerouting. You can access it from that terminal over there.
Right, hang on, let's just have a look. Identify, Jean Thornton, age 69, female, British, blood type A, profession teacher, place of birth Pinwheel, relationship status unknown, next of kin unknown, Migrated to the USA in her 20s, only to return to the UK about 7 years ago. Still retains British passport and has been confirmed to have been working as a teacher in Arizona for the past 30 years. Since returning, she has been residing in her town of birth, Pinwheel, Cornwall. Oh, southwest England. Right. I could attempt to do a Cornish accent, but that really wouldn't be good. Only accepts 300 amp fuses. Okay. So I'll probably have to change the fuse. That was, this is a very weird system. Nah. 5, 300. That's what I need. I actually put you down there if I can. Can I? Can I put you down? No, can't put you down apparently. And I can't put you back. Alright, whatever. Right. Gene Thornton, 209, Phyllis Edmonds, Dementia with Lewy Bodies, E1567 Solution Subscription Restoration Therapy. Right. So, I believe I did get the right fuse. That's now a 300 amp fuse, that's the other one. Okay. Spare items can be placed there. Oop. Think that worked. Ooh. This was very ominous. Okay.
Should do it. Right. Thank you for that. Always nice to get some help around here. Now, if you don't mind, I think it's time to take a seat.
Sure. So, before we continue, let's just remind myself of any weird things here. So, E is that. E, examine. Just so I don't have to keep coming back. Interact. Q, read, item, description, F, raise, lower, lamp, or whatever that means. I think that's it. Oh yeah, T, teleport to case. Okay. Right, so we're about to voyage into the brain here. Sure, I think I'm okay. Guess I don't need my ID card. Why is it suspended over a thing? Okay.
Right. A few things before we project. Our client, Jean, is currently in a very delicate state. Our primary focus is to ensure that we clear this area of her mind from the plaque buildup that is causing the disease. In order to do that from within, we're going to need to use
like a sphere around this. Oh, cool. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes? Ah.
Now, I know this may feel a little strange, being new technology, but please don't worry about it. We all get used to change eventually, don't we?
Glub? Glub, glub, glub. So about I'll contact you when something, but it was very garbled. Oh, that seems a disturbing way to get into somebody's brain. Okay.
Okay, listen up. You are in your case. You're probably going to come back here a lot, so please take some time to get acquainted with your surroundings. It keeps most restorers' sanity intact. For a short while, anyway.
Right, so this is the case. What the heart mind thinks the heart transmits. Restored projectors. Wow.
Our sole purpose this evening is to track the memory and pinpoint its location so we can cleanse it of any disease present. Everything you're seeing in front of you is a visual environment pieced together from our client's subconscious mind. Barren wastelands or an abstract painting reimagined. It's all completely tangible. All I can see are brain scans of tissue degradation confirming my previous diagnosis of dementia. Both are incredibly important if we are to succeed and understand our client's needs. Now, if you just give me a second, I'll have some more details for you. Feel free to explore in the meantime.
Okay. So the gist of that was that I've got to go into this mindscape basically and like clear away the plaque that is clouding the memories of this person who has a bad case of dementia. So what have we got here? So we got a house on a cliff edge. Okay. So can I return to my thing? Okay, right. So I can come back here. Items can be stored here. There we go. So I can put one there. So we've got Pinwheel Industrial, Pinwheel Village, Pinwheel Harbour, Brimcliff Mines, got a map, Devlin Mine. Interesting. Oh, this is must be like, this is what I've seen. 1944, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Maybe that's a thing of how much you've completed. What's down here? Things. Okay. Twang away. A lighthouse of some kind, isn't it? By the looks of it. So yeah, I just wanted to check out what this was while I was here. These weird Art Deco-y things. show anything, is it? Because there's nothing there. These aren't openable. What's that? Another room. Lunar illumination type 5. Huh. Okay. Is that like a photo development thing or something? Kind of looks like it. Looks like a dark room, doesn't it? Yeah, some kind of dark room. Okay. Oh, there's a safe with something. Toilet. That. Shower. Thank you. Okay, well, yeah, I've thought of everything here. Everything I need for my well-being. Alright, that doesn't accomplish anything, does it? Can I go... No, I can't go in there yet. So... let's teleport back out and we'll wander around and have a look. So yeah, sorry, just having to familiarise myself with how this works. So I'm guessing that's the mine. Devlin Mine. Well, let's take the other bottle here. Wander around. Oh, look, what a lighthouse. I like lighthouses. Lighthouses and windmills actually are really awesome. Very similar looking structures really, except one's got a big load of sails on the front of it and the other one's just got a light on the top. But yeah, I like them. Devlin Mine. Hello? Well, it's windy. There's a waterfall here. Very nice. There's lots of things to explore. Have a look in the building. Canisters of things. Gizmos. That picture on the bottle. Interesting. Ah. I can't actually take anything. Oh, D11. Okay. D11, you say? That seems like something to recall. Mining machinery. Unease in the mine. Mr. Moran. It has come to my attention during my inspection of the mining facilities here at Devlin that many of the workers in the pit are unsettled, uneasy, and as a result unproductive. There is clearly a correlation between the pitiful working conditions that these men have to endure and their motivation to do productive and worthwhile work. Lifts and descent devices are clearly in disrepair, ventilation in the chambers below are blocked, causing fume and smoke buildup. With these issues and more in mind, it is with my sincere apologies that I have decided that Devlin Mine should close temporarily until these issues meet the standards required by your governing union body. Okay, so the mine is not in a good state. Right, let's keep going down here. Keeps going down, but that's unsurprising. It's a mine. Henry's raisins. Ah, binoculars.
It's worth noting that if you feel an item might be useful later on in your journey, and you have no use for it now, you can always store it in the case and collect it at any time.
Ah. So, can I do that then? No, because I can't take it apparently, so... So that's interesting that you tell me that and then you don't let me, you know, actually take that. You let me take that though. Just not that. So, okay. Gas mask. Gas mask probably is going to be useful. Fletch. Oh god, I'm such an idiot. I borrowed the air compression manual in order to make repairs in the mine and I left it down past the blast doors. Steve has warned me so many times about being forgetful, I just hope I can get it back before it gets lost forever. I can't afford for any of my wage to be docked this week. Dan. Okay, so there's a manual. Was it air compression manual or something? Yeah, air compression manual. Behind the blast doors. Right. Yeah, it's weird that it only lets you carry one thing at a time. I'm not sure why that would be. I mean, I guess it's to add some kind of interesting challenge to the game or something, that you have to make decisions based on what you're carrying and so on, but I'm going to take you, no, hang on, going to take you, oh, I got a gas mask already, so put you there, and I'm going to take you because you seem like you might be useful. Minus flask. Right, let's see what's on the walls here. Ah, spanner. Put that there, because that could be handy. Things like tools, I think, could be useful. Right, what was it? Oliver John Gold Leaf Tobacco. Okay. What's on the pipe, on the door here? So, Pinwheel Industrial Tin exports plummet. All hopes on US export deal. Hundreds of jobs are at risk as the local tin and arsenic export quantities lower dramatically within the European territory. All hopes are pinned on the successful closing of a US export deal that would secure the company for the foreseeable future. Closure of Pinwheel Industrial would have devastating consequences on the small mining town of Pinwheel, where the economy relies greatly on the exports of tin, arsenic, and cider. What secrets does the lighthouse hold? What secrets indeed? Oh, there we go, we can actually read them. It doesn't actually tell us, but apparently the lighthouse has secrets. In preparation for Pinwheel's May Day celebrations, Father D. Wolstenholme will be holding a special service at Pinwheel Church. The service will commence at midday and will conclude with the ringing of the tower bells. Health and safety mining laws come into effect soon. Bell's inventions breathe fresh air into Pinwheel. Don't know what that is, but we'll see. Okay, so we're down here. Again, there's a lighthouse. Let's just keep going down into the building then, shall we? Can we? How do we get down there? Is there another way down? Yeah, over there, maybe we gotta go up and around. Down here.
Readings indicate that the central focus of this memory is located below you, in an old abandoned mine known as Devlin. Entry 95D in our client's memory journal indicates that an accident occurred affecting them in a meaningful way.
Right, okay. So we have to find this memory then. Kind of like this. This is like the cell or something. Wandering around people's minds and trying to fix stuff. Arsenic. Oh yeah, big bag of arsenic. That's good to stay very far away from, I think. In fact, village cider to stop production. Our beloved field cider may cease production upon the ending of the May Day celebrations. Mr. P. Field, who soon might not be able to continue with his labour pending a US export deal, wanted to share some words. Thank you to all who have supported me during these tough times. So, yeah, they're going to get hammered with everything then. If they lose the tin and arsenic and cider, then they're going to be screwed. So, Mr. Harvey of Hale. Dear Mr. Harvey, as I'm sure you are aware, my client, Mr. H. Smith, is intent on offering you a particularly generous buyout of the Harvey & Co. Limited Enterprise. We would like to propose a meeting between the parties and solicitors on the 15th of October at our offices in Devlin to discuss a potential acquisition of assets and trade. Be under no illusion, Mr. Harvey, we are fully aware of your current financial disposition and are incredibly interested in rectifying this situation for you. Yours sincerely, Mr. J. Dawkins, business solicitor and consultant. So that's field. Okay. Bags. Okay. So somewhere below me are interesting things. There's a combination lock, which I do not have. was a D11, so I don't know what that does. What that means so far. Right. Lots and lots of tools. Trying to find things that are interactable. Okay, another note. Note to self, I need to ensure that I remember the lock combination to Devlin's side entrance, but the warden banned any of us from writing it down. Miners eat from metal plates, don't forget. Miners eat from metal plates, don't forget. Either that's a reference to something, or that's like a way to remember what the thing is. Miners eat from metal plates. What does that mean? I mean, there's a four number combination. We've got to find some metal plates then. It might just be obvious that, you know, how many metal plates are there, or the numbers are on the back of them or something, but yeah. There's a anemometer, or whatever they call it. Wind speed thingy. Stationery, yeah, pencils and things. So I'm kind of taking my time on this one. I'm just enjoying the experience and also trying to get used to this again. Clack, clack, clack. Very odd layout. QWERTY. There's an R, QWERTY. It's a very truncated keyboard for some reason. I don't know what that is. Is that a paper? Ah. Well, there we go. Memory journal number 1, Monday. I remember waking up here for the first time and feeling sad. For a long time I couldn't understand why I was here, but then I remembered smelling perfume. For the first time I was happy, but I'm not sure why. Saturday. Today a nurse was holding my hand and asking me to calm down. I tried to explain that I had spilled a cup of hot tea and burnt my arm. The pain was terrible. The nurse shushed me and told me my arm was fine, and when I looked down I saw that I was wearing a bandage. The nurse explained that I had had an accident on Thursday, and I hardly heard a word she said after that. Somehow I had managed to lose 3 days. Huh. Oh, metal plate. A metal plate. 1670. Haha! There we go. $1670. That seems to be the combination, I would assume. A bit dumb to actually put the combination on the back of a thing there, though, back of a plate. I mean, but where was that side entrance then? Did it come down here yet? Come down here. Okay. was. I think down here, wasn't it? I think combination is 1670. So let's see if we can figure this out. Back. I've pretty much got it there. There we go. Hooray!
Okay, so I've been digging a little deeper into our client's personal history, and I found details of a strong emotional response to someone who once worked within the mine. An entry that discusses the mine at great length, but doesn't discuss whom the individual was that worked there. Continue to work your way down, further into the mine. It seems the center of this memory is very much at the heart of these industrial ratways. I'll contact you if I gain any more information.
Okay. Right, that's obviously a whole bunch of things I need to fiddle around with. Probably a pump system. Please ensure all valves are in correct position before lever activation, which presumably is down. That's a lever. There. There's another lever over there. So this is all looking fairly abandoned and flooded. Yeah. Bam over there. So what does this mean? Open valve, close valve. That's the way they need to go. So it's like right, left, left. Right, left, left. Right, left. Right, left, left, right, left. Okay, I'll look at that in a minute again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but looks like we'll have to unflood the place. So what was that again? Right, left, left, right, left. Assuming it's laid out the same way. Is it? That's higher up. What is that? Okay, are we looking at the same thing? Like there is... There's the two little guys over here. And I guess it's the same. That's right. Left, left. Right, left. Right? Oh, that did something. Oh look, yay, it pumped everything. Okay. Good. Things opened up. That looks very murky down there. Lots of thumping. Oh. She stirs beyond the waves. I hear her calling as we work the ground, crying and begging for us to stop. Pleading and bargaining as we bring our tools down into the earth, rock and metal beneath our feet. The waves are crashing against the cliffside in protest, cursing our industrial ventures, crying for her plight. I know in my heart that one day she will lash out and we will pay the price, but what can I do, Mother Earth? I have mouths that I need to feed, a job I need to do. The industrial man asks of me and I shall provide. As the machines brim with repetitive life and the crafted tools claw at the rock face, I feel the unrelenting force of nature below me, making its preparations to unleash its free-form glory upon us. Ah. Poetic. What is that? Rumbling. I guess we go down. Into the mine. Having a look around.
Sounds, sights, and smells can help store memories forever.
A projector. I'm not sure how they got here, but I think they relate to our patient's history. Don't worry, you won't need these to progress this evening as they're an optional task, but we should at least give this one a try.
Okay. I'm just looking around. Lots of notes and things. So, okay. A new voice there as well, which is intriguing. The bloody air hoses have been clogged up again, which means I'm going to have to puncture a hole in the rubber pipes to clear the smoke up down here. And I don't care how I do it. We have to seal the lower mines off to stop the smoke spreading. It's hell for the miners, even though it's not ideal, it'll have to do for now. Okay. Dan, I can't find the air compression manual anywhere, which means it can't get the door to budge. It must be around here somewhere and you were the last one to have it. Can you please find it and place it here on my desk, Steve?
I'll store important notes like this downstairs in the case for you. They'll be there whenever you want to have a look at them.
Okay. So let's just pop back to the case. Where are you putting these notes then? Got a gas mask, which is probably going to be important. Did she say she was going to put it downstairs? No. I don't know where you're storing these notes, but okay. Right. Okay, so clearly this this
Things
manual.
we touch throughout our life can stay with us in the back of our minds.
Isopropyl ethyl thionocarbamate. What the bloody hell is isopropyl ethyl thionocarbamate? Okay. Might be worth a look for that actually. Let's have a looky on the old phone. ISO propyl ethyl thiocarbamate. There we go. There. There's a chemical reagent used as a mining collector of metallic sulfide ores. Okay. Let's use it for getting sulfides. Fair enough. Okay. Right. So what do I do with it? What do I do with this projector? No, can't use the screwdriver on it. Projector, not parts complete. What do I do with that? No. Try and interact with you, and nothing is letting me do anything. Okay. Get back to you later. About over here. Something ain't right in the mines today. A man can sense when something isn't right. It stinks up the air, making us sweat. I heard someone say they were going to close the goddamn mine down entirely. The air compressor keeps breaking and we have no manual to fix it. We need a way to cut the ventilation pipes, otherwise we'll suffocate down here. Sick. Right. Oh, there's levers. Okay, here's some that press. So are you. Put something in you. The radio. Okay. We slink and stir throughout the night, lurking through the unknown, relishing the places where only children dare go. Dank alleys and secret fields navigated with the aim of reaching our adventurous and illuminated destination, hiding from our foes, our lamp in tow. Well, I can't seem to grab the lamp. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do with that projector. Compressor. I'm going to assume that's the air compressor. Well, the canary's dead. Or non-existent. Right, so what the heck do I do? That's interesting. Why do I have a light suddenly when I look at my spanner there? It does lighten things up, doesn't it? Okay. So I can open that. You said it was behind the blast doors. I haven't seen any blast doors. fix those. Right. All these things do is press things. What would I need to press? No. Can't use you there then. And there's something through here. I can't get in. I think if this is like the blast door, then the air compression manual is on the other side of it. Okay. A limited amount of things that I can do. What does that one say? Yeah, there's the hide and seek thing. Huh. Well, maybe I should go back up if I can. Damn it! I can't go back up. I hate that. So what am I supposed to do? I mean, there is this projector. It says restored projectors. I was figuring that the gas mask would be more useful. But if the air compression manual's behind the blast doors, wherever they are, then that's not going to help us, is it? Because I'm going to assume that this thing is the air compressor, given there's pipes involved. You have a switch. There was another pipe thing down here somewhere, right? Rubber pipe. Okay. Rubber pipe. So I guess I have to somehow make a hole in the rubber pipes or something then, since you can't fix the thing. But how do I do that? I haven't found anything. Haven't found anything to puncture a rubber pipe with. That's the note saying that. bottle. That's all that says. Yeah. So how do I do anything with you? Nope. Can't go back up. Can't help but think that the spanner is going to be a bit more useful right now. But how? Okay. And there's no other way to do anything, right? In the game. We can interact, which is what we're trying to do. Yeah. So, but this is, I'm stuck down here now. And that's a rubber pipe. No, that's a rubber pipe. We want to stick a hole in it somehow. But I can't see anything that would let me do that. Can I use any of those? Can't use that for anything useful. I can't actually go up again. That's really irritating. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing else. Well, there's that bottle. Can I smash it or something? No. Doesn't let me do anything with the bottle. This is slightly annoying. I hate it when it's just, you gotta do something and it's just, yeah, we're not gonna tell you what that is. Or like, you know, here, you gotta make these projectors. Well, like, you know, how? What am I supposed to be doing? There's, can I just pick them up? Is there something I need to do to put them together? I don't know. But yeah, I hate it when it's just not remotely clear what you're supposed to do. I mean, I guess I'm supposed to either find the manual or make a hole in the pipes, but given the things I have, I can't do that. What am I supposed to do with this? Yeah, we've got this very limited set of things now, because I can't go back up. I've got a projector I can't put together. I've got this air compressor that I can't fix. And I've got this obstacle here that I can't get past because I don't know what to do or how to even make it get fixed. Let's have a looky. Is there any kind of clues anywhere? Da da da. Not through that part. Okay, now I see how this works. Okay, because what I wanted to do was drop the bottle, but there is another way to do that.
Although broken and fragmented, they hold the key to remembering the way we were.
Oh, I hope that wasn't important.
So there we go. There we go. Right. Gotta just think a bit more laterally on that one then. Okay, I get this now. I get how that works. In fact, I'm going to put you over there because we never know when we might need that again. Oh. Have you kind of reassembled a bit? I don't know if it was like that before. Okay, right, okay. I had to look that one up, but now we can actually make some progress. Ah! Can we get through now? No? Do we have to break this one as well? Maybe we have to break this one as well. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Okay, right. Now we're through. I hate having to look things up, but that just wasn't terribly obvious to me. Okay. Ah, the Devil's Chamber, Part 1. I hear the knockers calling me deep down the mining shaft. The temptress of the sea is rolling. Brimcliff will have the last laugh. That doesn't quite rhyme. The miners left their homes that day to stop the devil within. They never returned for their supper, lost in a void of maze of tin. We heard the blast ring out the town before the world fell quiet. The women and children cried out as the industrial machines went silent. The waters are rising upwards in the depths where no light goes. I hear men screaming and begging to have mercy on their souls. Ugh. Fun poems about mining accidents. Yay. I guess we could just slash you as well. Let's do that as well. Why not? But you did say that manual was somewhere behind the blast doors. That. Here we go. A bit more flooded. Ah. There is the manual.
A spray of perfume and it all comes flooding back.
I want that. Now that's slashed. All the air compression things anyway here. He wanted it back on his desk, but oh yeah, look. Ah, I wonder if this is as you progress, you basically reassemble the aha. Ooh. Okay.
At roughly 3 p.m. today, we had a breakthrough. I sprayed a small amount of the perfume that the next of kin provided on the back of the armchair. Although there wasn't any verbal acknowledgement at this stage, I found that the patient seemed to be calm throughout the entire session. I'm going to wash it off tomorrow. Let's see if there's a direct difference, and if so, I may use it as an aid in future sessions.
Well that...
I don't know where you are in there or what it looks like to you, but our readings have trebled in the last few seconds. You must be incredibly close to the center of this memory. I think...
You think what? Ah, okay. Well, that clearly worked. She must have been close to someone caught in an accident here.
Oh, there it is. Our readings, they're showing that this is what's causing the symptoms of dementia in our patient. Or at least it's part of what's causing it.
But that's the ethereal rock. before I do anything with that, can't go through there. There's an elevator here, but okay.
Destroy it any way you can. Once the task is done, I'll be able to extract you from the memory and place you in another.
Okay. Nope, nothing happened there. Okay, I need to. Well, we got those. Can I still get to that? Can't get to that crushing thing, can I? Hello? No. Also can't teleport. Oh, there's a thing here.
Gosh, say it, not again! It's resisting! Whatever you do, don't listen to it! It's trying to stay attached to the mind in any way it can. You can't trust it! Hit the switch, Restorer!
What's it doing? Ha! Ah! Whoa! Ah! Getting sucked in. What is going on? Ah! Ah! Oh boy. Ooh. Ah!
Moments, like stars, are passing me by, burning so bright and so fast as if they never truly existed at all. They're so beautiful, so fragile. I want to hold on to them. I want to hold on and never let them go. Why can't I hold on anymore? Please.
The hell?
Restorer? Can you hear me?
Yellow?
There you are. I'm sorry. What you've just experienced was a relapse of our patient's condition. Hopefully you didn't cause too much damage whilst inside. Now, the objective as
Me?
stated is to locate Jean's artifact. At this present moment in time, we don't know what this item is. We need to gather information from important memories our client can still understand. Their core memories.
What the hell just happened though? There was a bit of Ethereum rock, which we tried to break, and it started screaming in the little girl's voice, and then the doc's voice was telling us not to trust it, but it kind of got out from its press thing and threw us through all these doorways, which I had no control over, and then we end up here. Huh. Oh, here's the note. Huh. Okay. Don't know what this is, or how to make that work, but what the hell? Okay, so Pinwheel Harbour. Travel to Pinwheel Harbour. That seems to be a new place. Although air compression restored. But see, what was that then? Crush ball, hit the press, put on desk.
For the briefest moment, everything is how it used to be.
Interesting. Yeah, it didn't actually sort of say who had died or who was affected or anything, but I am in somewhere new. Alright, so it's taken me a bit of time to try and figure out exactly how this thing is working, but I think I'm understanding what's going, or, you know, how things operate in this game now. So yeah, it's intriguing. Big books. It's kind of annoying that there are just things you just can't look at or pick up. Thread gold, chopped tomatoes. Apparently I'm going to take that. Oh, I think I want to keep that. In fact, no, that's not a dial from the that's not a dial from the safe in our case, but that's definitely a dial from a combination thing anyway. Painter's Journal number 1, entry 1 of 10. I have been told by my doctor that keeping a journal about my workshop work will be beneficial for my treatment even at this early stage. In this morning's workshop I painted for the first time in around 5 years. My doctor was indeed right. I felt incredibly relaxed as I sat there in that light and breezy room, brush on paper. It reminded me of a time long ago when I used to paint professionally. I have struggled in remembering my most recent work, but I do remember that long ago I produced a painting that overlooked Pinwheel Harbour, tracing the coastline all the way to St. Paul's Lighthouse. A deep sense of inspiration was felt when this memory was rediscovered like an old photo album in the attic. It made me feel good again. Huh. So is that her? Like she's a painter? Peat Hill Reserve. Okay. Some whiskey. So there's a window that you can't really see out of, or much out of. What is that?
Right. Let's try to make sense of all of this. Explore whatever you can, and I'll keep in contact with any new information.
Mayday Festival. Okay. That's definitely a long gone tradition, unless you're in really rural England, I suppose, but what's the options? I can go down here or I can go along here. That shows up quite a bit. That's a loading screen type symbol. Yeah, ribbons. These are apparently important things. I.G. Taylor, or J.D. Taylor.
You found one. A memory fragment. Good work. A ribbon. This must be Jean's representation of them within her mind.
So it says to check representation in case. Music box. Okay. Music box. No, I want to keep that. Sorry. Although I could actually just stick that dial in the case. So, okay. So those ribbons are important.
Have you got an umbrella? I didn't think we'd get caught out in it today.
That didn't happen last time I came down here. Oh, I do like these old English towns. Twisty turny routes and roads. Oh, another thing, and another one of those. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put that there, and take it first and like that. There we go. Go there. 2 dials, so that is a safe as well though, right?
I must say, I am impressed, Restorer. You've done such wonderful work this evening. Just between you and I, there's a lot riding on this restoration. It's our last week of funding, and, well, I haven't got any usable results. You're my last hope, and it's very important that we succeed.
No pressure then. So, okay, so what have we got here? Music box. No, both of them just say music box though, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Mysteries. Okay, so I guess we'll just wander around and find a little back alley. Find these ribbons. Okay, so there's a ribbon somewhere.
Oh, look at the moon. It's so big. Or is it Friday?
Okay. That's a little out of place. Chess set, which we saw in the thing. John S. Music Box. Right, have you seen this music? Right, so that's what we're looking for, I guess. Handprint. I found this old letter this morning while I was sorting through all your old things. I'd completely forgotten what we had done, that we had done this all those years ago. I don't know why I'm writing this. You're gone now, and I have to accept that. I have to. I'm 89 and can barely write properly. I am no use to anyone without you. Everything here has changed. No matter what happens, I will never forget your radiant face, and even though part of the school was built over where we buried the capsule, I still remember the code, your birthday, of course, 0911. I miss you so much. XX. Right. 0911. That seemed to be important. I wonder what that D11 was that we saw earlier.
No, I completely disagree.
Thank you. Apparently I can take a teapot. Another magnifying glass. Cutlery. More cutlery. Another magnifying glass. There was whispering. Like it sounded like there might be a ribbon somewhere. Zip. Can I have a look in there? No, nothing.
Oh, a pencil.
Not a pencil. Ah, lover's note number 1. My love, I want us to do something together that can last forever. Something that someone in the future can find one day and understand the feelings that we have for one another. I'm fed up with all the normal stuff that people do when they date. I feel like we're different. Our love is deeper than the rest in some way. Something important. I thought that we could create a time capsule of all the things that we hold dear for one another, from letters to treasured items. Bury it somewhere special. Somewhere that it will remain safe for hundreds of years to come. What do you think? Write back, Tom. So, we obviously found the third letter, which is interesting. So where's the second one?
I wouldn't exactly say orange.
Random little... And maybe this is the second one. Aha. My dear Tom, of course I will help you with your time capsule. It's wonderful and romantic and exciting. I also feel that the love that we have is different to all the other couples, their arguments and squabbles showing that we must have something unique. I've never felt this way about anyone else in the world, and I wish we could be with each other all the time. Do you want to meet me this evening by the old oak tree down from the church near the edge of the cliff? It will be a perfect place to bury the capsule. Bring the things you want to put in the box. Put in it, and a box to use. Love with all my heart, your Juniper Berry. Right, I was going to say that's a really specific place, but she was actually describing where to bury a thing. So, old oak tree. Old oak tree. Down from church. Near edge of cliff. Ugh. One of these days I'm going to get a pen that actually works. Okay.
Hey, how you holding up? I got the message. You don't sound yourself when you're in there. I still can't shake this feeling that this whole thing is a bad idea. But I guess you need this. I don't know. how you holding up? I
same
I
on.
got the message. You don't sound yourself when you're in there. I still can't shake this feeling that this whole thing is a bad idea. But I guess you need this. I don't know.
You don't know who that is. Where do we want to go? Where's the way out? There it is. Okay, so we know where this time capsule is. Down by the old oak tree near the church. Ah, there it is.
You know, I am sorry about before, the relapse and all. Just remember, it's incredibly important that we trust each other. Don't worry too much about her brain. I'll be monitoring it on my end to ensure that no severe damage is caused during your visit.
Love that. Just don't worry about the brain. You're only just going to be smashing your way through it. It's another one of these little ribbon things, windmill things. Established 1845. Oh, because it's Pinwheel, isn't it? Yes, it's Pinwheel, right. Pinwheel Post Office. Oh, right, where do I go? Where do I go? Oh, there's so many places to go. Here's a building that I think I can enter. There's a swing. Establish it. Okay.
Boys used to make the fish talk. Ugh.
Probably like to hold them open and hold their mouths open or something.
10 people. A small wedding. But moving country means making a new life and new friends.
Every town has its own May Day celebration, but many people travelled from around the British Isles for the annual Pinwheel, Maypole, Morris dancing competition. Such a beautiful English tradition, and a rare thing these days.
People don't really do that anymore. Unless you're very traditionalist. Five dings. Also, this clock is very weird. One, yeah, it sort of starts down here. No hands. Very odd. Pinwheel. First power. Okay. Mayday preparations. Simon Shorrocks. Make sure you tidy and clean all the upstairs bedrooms before I return from town. I need them spotless as we have Grandpa Joe coming to stay with us for the Mayday festivities. Georgina, please can you clean up all the pots in the kitchen as well as mop the floor. We will be cooking for many tonight and I want to cook hassle-free. Benjamin, can you sweep the hallway and ensure all the windows are open and let the house ventilate? There is a foul smell coming from somewhere in here. I bet it's one of you three. We will be staying in the master bedroom tonight together. I know it's cramped, but we will have to make sacrifices for the comfort of others in this situation. Also, ensure that you let me know of anything missing from your equipment. I'll need to order anything through the post office soon. Please don't let me down, Mum. Huh, okay. Bathroom. Reminder, don't place sugar in fridge. Apparently you need a lot of diagrams as well here. Also, I can kind of read that. What people fail to something is something to something and get strength of my life or something, and then something pounds of gold in blah blah blah. That's what it looks like anyway. So I don't know what that is, but it doesn't say don't put sugar in the fridge. Although if I go to the fridge, I bet I will find some sugar. No. That is a ball of some kind. Tomatoes again. Cutlery again. Cupboard. Yep. Oh, there's a note. Hey, borrow the stamp. Don't forget to post your order for your Mayday ankle bells. Okay. Oh, the cinema's closing as well. Holy crap, this place is really dying. Final viewing of the motion picture Attack of the Type 5 will be held on that day, 15th of May, at the usual time of 1800. After this, the cinema will close its doors for the last time. Thank you. Attack of the Type 5. For the blah, blah, blah. Service will commence at midday, conclude the ringing of tower bells. Pinwheel Primary. Okay, I don't know why I'm carrying this magnifying glass around, but T and J. And there's this power thing. I'll leave that open. Huh. Okay. Oh, did we have a look upstairs? I didn't think we had a look upstairs. Oh, there's a projector here. Okay. There's Choo-Choo. What is wrong with the clocks here? Look at this. They're all completely messed up. Choo-Choo there as well.
No. Oh no, nothing.
Okay. The Grumpy Knocker. Knocker. Oh, you reacted a bit weirdly there. Knocker is I think in this context is a sort of fey thing, like a goblin. Okay, there's a projector that we need to put back together somehow. Another ball. Somewhere there was that thing for the post office, wasn't there? God, recorders. Oh, these things. It's like the first musical instrument most people learn, I think. They just, they sound horrible. There's something about them that I am just not keen on. They just sound so basic, yeah. Yeah, this is interesting. What's that doing here? Well, you got your ankle bells. The hat. Oh. I think I've got to find whatever this missing thing is. Here we go. 2 bells. Mum, do you know where my Mayday equipment is? I can't find it anywhere. I always forget the actual names of the Mayday stuff. It's so old sounding. Here's the stuff I need. 1 hat, 2 bells, 1 stick. I think that's all. Thanks. So there's definitely a hat, a stick, and a bell, but the other one isn't there. And there was a thing saying, "Don't forget to order the bells." Right? So I'm either going to look for the other bell or I'm going to order it, because there was a thing downstairs that, or somewhere in here, that was an order form, wasn't it? Bells? Yeah, how do you, what are they called? Borrow the stamp, don't forget your also your Mayday ankle bells, right? There's all these balls everywhere as well. Let's come back to that. But I think I need to find the ankle bells. Maybe I need to find the name of what those things actually are. 1966, May 2nd. Disaster. Mine collapse kills 23. Yesterday, a terrible accident occurred deep within Brimcliff Mine, killing... Now, Brimcliff Mine, not Devlin. Killing 23 of its workers. A chilling explosion ran throughout the village and could be heard as far away as Devlin. Routine expansion of the tunnels deep underneath the surface. What should have been a general and safe explosion went terribly wrong when it detonated, causing a severe cave-in. Trapping 23 men, the rock collapse extended to the seabed high above, causing the chamber to flood and kill all who were inside. Reports that the warden, Mr. R. Burton, was incapacitated at the time and could not communicate with Mr. Remo, the evacuation officer, have raised major concerns that this could have been prevented. So that's another mine. And I guess I can't get past there until I sort that out. Which I guess I can only do from up here. Wow, okay, there's a lot to remember here. It's interesting though. Oh, there's another ribbon over there. It is intriguing. Tuesday's handover. Hi Jan, all catching up has been complete and the books have been filled out. I've replaced some of the stock on the shop floor with our reserves and have ensured that the outgoing mail is ready for delivery. Parcel situation, however, is not lessened. I know we hired Matthew as attempt to aid us, but I feel that the work is still not getting done, even after that chat you had with him last week. I heard from Doris Farrell that he had been in the crow's nest every night this week chatting up with Elaine Gregson. Bit brave if you ask me. I heard she was a bit of a tough one. I'll see you when I am home. Philip. I can't help but think that this game would have been so much better. Not that it's bad or anything, but it would have been so much better if they'd done this like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture style, so that, you know, instead of having these letters, you actually see like the shadows of the people talking and stuff like that. Yeah, that would have been kind of cool. But I guess not. There we go, 2 steps. So we can get through here now. Here.
Andrew was the oldest brother, and the most mischievous by far. Rob usually did whatever he was told, and Harry was too young to argue back. Did you ever hear the story of the Knocker? Andrew asked in a sinister tone. The Knocker? His brothers replied, looking at Andrew skeptically. Yes, it lives in the mine past the dock. Legend has it that an old man went into the mine once looking for his dog, and some strange crystal in there changed him. Changed him into what? Rob inquired, already far too interested for his own good. Andrew's face grew wide and animated. No one knows, because everyone who sees him dies. But apparently, he knocks on the wall with a massive stick, and if you hear it, it means he'll get you. Then what happens? Asked Rob, nervously.
Well, he'll get you, I guess. So that is the Angry Knocker. Okay. Philip, I've just nipped out, but it shouldn't be too long. Can you please make sure that you keep an eye out on the counter for me while I'm gone? Matthew is upstairs sorting through the parcel backlog that the bank holiday has caused. He told me it was taking him a lot longer to go through because of the weird and heavy equipment that Mr. Bell had been ordering from London. Apparently, the fella had ordered a whole load of stuff related to boys and church bells. A trifle strange if you ask me, but each to their own. Anyway, I will see you soon, Jan. So yeah, Bell. There was all those things on the wall, those notes about the inventions that Mr. Bell had bought that were changing the town, but I don't know what those are.
Ugh, the smell.
Ding.
Did I ever tell you about an old colleague of mine who experimented with brain cell transplants? Taking them from one memory and surgically implanting them into another. An attempt to reconfigure their minds, he said. Fascinating stuff, really. Imagine what we could do with that level of scientific freedom.
Doesn't sound like something that should work, though, because memories aren't really in brain cells. Theft report. In the early hours of Sunday morning, a Mr. Thompson and a Mr. Penman stole a shipment of J.D. Taylor's locally brewed beer from the J.D. Taylor warehouse. The two scoundrels, rather than instinctively selling the shipment, slunk off to a secret storage house upon the dock, where they proceeded to drink the majority of their haul's contents. An alert was brought to the station at 4 o'clock Monday morning, when the neighbouring residents began to complain about the horrendous singing that was coming from within the storage house. By the time we appeared on the scene, both perpetrators had fallen fast asleep over their precious goods. Arrests and charges followed in due course. Tusk. Alright. Yeah, there's just loads of little places to explore. You just don't know what's important. That spanners again, and you know, you'd think a spanner might be important for fixing something at some point, but I believe I still have that though, so yeah. We are looking for the other wheels.
The tone, the rhythm. Just listening to that melody would never get old.
What's doing the bells? Again, 5. No, one more.
Andrew was the oldest brother, and the most mischievous by far.
Do that again.
Rob usually did whatever he was told, and Harry was too young to argue back. Did you ever hear the story?
Yeah, how about we just put that there for now? Something happened there. Stood in the center of the market, I hear the potential for my new communication system. Imagine long-distance conversations bringing everyone closer together, family, friends, and business. We all love to talk, to discuss ideas, and to hear loved ones' voices. Stood in the center of this market, I hear conversations. Susan Shorrocks talks to Jan Hemingway about Matthew Lewis and his charming manners with the ladies. Dr. Forrest commandeers in his doctoral manner to Howard Peterson that at his age he really should quit smoking. George Thornton tells his daughter Jean that if she is good today, he will buy her some sweets from the market. Conversation is king here and everywhere, and if I use my system, is king here and everywhere, and if I use my system can work. Conversation is king here and everywhere, and if my system can work, then it can be king in the home, connecting us all together. A Bell. So yeah, that is Alexander Bell, isn't it? Because you talk about telephones. Which is why all these wires are everywhere. Right, okay. Why is that bell going? I mean, I know that's bell, but... there's another fuse. 0427. It's a 75 amp fuse. So is this where he lived or something? Okay. There's boys over there. I was just thinking, what's he wanting to do with boys? That seems an odd thing to involve telephones. Okay. Still no closer to finding out things. Nothing there. That's going up to there. So that's probably to do with that fuse. This where we were before? Yeah, this is where we came up before, okay. So I think we kind of looped around there. This is a big place. I remember everything about where I've been. Because up here... we haven't been.
I hate the smell of raw fish.
Haven't been up here, have we? Been in this one. We haven't been down this little bit though. Or have we? No, we have. So this is the post office thing. This is the thing with the bells, but we don't know what to put there. Huh. So what's down here? This is the pub, I think. Yeah, this is the Crow's Nest pub.
A crow with an injured wing, just lying there on the beach.
I imagine this was almost a second home to most of the fishermen who lived here. There was a strong reading when you walked in. There's a story to be told here. I think you better keep looking.
Hey, here, ribbons. Whispers. Hey, thanks for locking up for me tonight. Don't forget to leave the key in the safe so I can get to my room when I return. Combination is 1513. All these numbers. That was in the fuse. That was the safe. Where is the safe? hate that you can hear it through the walls. Half empty. Oops. Also have his engineering book. Ding ding. Bing.
Another one. You're really doing a very good job, Restorer. Although I should mention, the board are going to be monitoring our progress tonight. So failure to retrieve the artifact is simply not an option.
Again, it's just no pressure whatsoever. We don't even know what this artifact is. Well, it's probably the music box, but probably in a time capsule that we have to get to somehow. So, quite what the bells have to do with it. I mean, it's bell, there's bell, yeah, church bells, there's bell, there's the ankle bells. I just don't know what to put in that post office thing though. Like, we gotta try and find what the name of the ankle bells are, or something, and write it in there or something. I don't know. This is Alexander
I listened
Bell.
in the shop window. A music box with the most beautiful decoration.
A great man once worked here. Part philosopher, part engineer. His radical new ideas changed the course of history forever. Let's find out what this has to do with anything.
Indeed, it is Alexander Graham Bell. When one door closes, another opens, but we often look so long and regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one which has opened. Interesting. So, alright, I guess that's all his equipment then. Oh, a clock that actually works. So that's like 6:12? 6:12, something like that. More damned failures plague my work. Equipment has been breaking all of the time, forcing me to buy in bulk or to search out expensive and specific parts. The Hemingways, who runs a post office, must think I am creating Frankenstein's monster. Sometimes I wonder if I am, especially with so many failed attempts. It's like God is stopping me in my tracks, preventing me from creating this wondrous machine for some unfathomable reason. How can more conversation and contact be a bad thing? A Bell. Oh wow, if you could see what it was doing now. I mean, your invention has evolved rather enormously. Mining depth, fathoms. Oh look, this is kind of becoming assembled. But yeah, it's not even recognizable anymore really, is it? You know, how many people even have landlines? Now the phones have evolved into cell phones and Skypes and God knows what else. I mean, would he even recognize it? I mean, I wonder what he'd think, you know. If he really thought that more conversations would be a good thing, but now looking at things, you know, how ubiquitous it all is and how, you know, sometimes it isn't really that good. You look at social media and so on, fake news, etc. Is that something he even would have considered? Kind of makes you wonder. Okay, so there was whispering.
8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come. Do you remember?
There's where the fuses go. How do we get there?
The mind can be like a blank canvas, or a picture can be left incomplete for a generation, only to be finished years later in life.
The blacksmith was a vital part of the British town for a very long time, but with industries growing and taking over, they had to find other ways to survive and remain in trade. This particular smith became well known for his sculpting and other decorative metal work. But apparently he became a recluse after the industrial decline and destroyed all of his work.
Oh yeah. A wheel. Nothing. I'm gonna put something in there. Yeah, it kind of figures that they'd have to evolve, wouldn't they? Okay, that's down here then. The old anvil away. Ah.
If an artist's tools are kept sharpened, any memory can be etched in stone.
Okay, we've got that working. What do we put in it? A spanner. How do we get down there? I feel that's important for something. But what? I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do. Like, there's the bells. Are we supposed to complete that? Like, how are we supposed to get down there? Because there's a fuse thing here. And the only thing that, I mean, I can see it through here. That there's a room, and we can see otherwise from upstairs that there's a room there. Don't think I can get on the boat. Another
Don't
pinwheel.
talk so loud. You'll scare them off.
Another pinwheel. Oh look, there's another ribbon. Huh. Little boat race.
Please remain focused in there, Restorer. I can't stress to you how much I'm relying on you to succeed. I've been let down far too many times before, and I won't stand for it again. What? Yes, I asked you half an hour ago. No, I want you to inject it now. I don't care. They have clearly stated the procedure's intention, so do as I ask. Sorry about that. I need to go and sort out an incompetent individual as per usual. I'll be back shortly.
Okay. This doesn't seem like a good time to let me wander around on my own here. Oh, there's that tyre that was vaguely visible in the intro. Okay, so this is, I guess, another thing. We gotta find a boat for the boat race here. So yeah, this is intriguing. Just don't know what to do now. Have I explored everything? I think I have. I don't think there's any bit of the town that I've not checked out. So I am left with a few mysteries. One, how do I deal with this fuse situation? Two, can I get to the music box? Guess it's down here. We haven't looked down here.
Have you got an umbrella? I didn't think we'd get caught out in it today.
I haven't seen a church either. Oh, that must be the church. So, this looks a bit kind of flooded. Am I doing this? How far I can go. That. Ah. Darn it. Not very far, apparently.
How come you're not leaving footprints in the snow?
That'd be weird, wouldn't it? I'm just floating. Okay. Boathouse. Ding.
Hello, Dr. Edmonds speaking. No, everything is coming along as expected. He's showing some good progress. I know, but... Yes, I understand. I'll send the results as soon as possible. That was observations. The board are expecting results soon. We simply can't miss this deadline. There should only be one more memory fragment in this area that we need to find. Please don't let me down like the others did.
Well, so far I'm doing okay. I just really wish I could find the other wheels. But then again, I mean, they might actually be already on the thing. So I've got 2 wheels. I just don't know what to do with the bells and things. And the other little thingies. Anything, or that was about as far as we could go. Huh. Alright. So this doesn't get me
I wonder how many
downstairs.
fish they'll catch yesterday.
Ah, what? How do I get in the fuse room? Do I need to get in the fuse room? Do I need to deal with the sending of the post? Because we've got this. I mean, I'm just wondering what the name of the bells is. Are they baldricks? I don't know. Huh. I mean, I could just write bells 1. Baldric 1. But what do I do? So am I supposed to pick that up somehow? Because this thing says borrow the stamp, don't forget to post your order for your thing, but like, is that a stamp? I don't know. So yeah, actually it's always been 3 hours here, so I'm probably going to leave it there, because...
Hello? I don't think anyone's here. Hello?
I like how there's just different voice things. But yeah, I'm probably gonna leave it. Hopefully it's gonna remember where I am. Because I will need to dig into things a little bit and find out what the heck I'm supposed to be doing here. I think I'm just finding these little memory fragment things. Because I've only got 1 left here. Ah, they've all got 8 things. I see. And then this will open up, presumably. But yeah, I'm kind of a bit stumped. But it's a very slow burn kind of game, but it's kind of interesting. I am intrigued. It does look pretty, it does seem pretty neat. Just have to figure out what it wants from me. I think I might go just over here and get a nice little screenshot of things. What would be nice? What would be a nice screenshot? Could attempt to adopt a Cornish accent, but that would probably be a really bad idea. It'll probably end up being a kind of Zorizet kind of thing. Here we go. Right. Yeah, alright, I'm going to leave it there, and then I think we probably have quite a lot more to do. There's 20 projectors. I think there's 3 of them here. Or 2 of them in this area. So this might actually take us all the way up to Battletech's release, which would be nice. But yeah, interesting. I am intrigued. So we will see. We'll see where this takes us, I think. So we'll carry on Tuesday. I'll see if I can dig in a little bit more and just sort of see if I can figure out some more stuff. But otherwise we'll carry on Tuesday. Hopefully I'll be fully healthy then. Yeah, we'll see where this goes then. So with that, I think I will call it a day. So thanks for joining me. We will save the game here. So that should have been 12 hours, 2 hours 26. There we go. Save the game there, and carry on next time. Okay. See you next time then.